I'm sorry, kiddo, I really am. You have a good soul. And I hate giving good people bad news.
I'm Tony. He's Mike, and today we are doing a quick and dirty review of 1965's The 10th Victim.
The 21st century shall be the one that has legalized violence. After the 10th hunt shall be proclaimed decathlon. He shall receive honor and $1 million.
Starring Ursula Andress and the other dude.
Marcello Monster, this guy.
It should be easy to remember because his character's name is Marcello.
Oh, yes.
So, this is an odd and fascinating movie, and this was your pick.
Yes.
And basically, the plot is very simple. Essentially, there's a pool. You can be a hunter, but if you're going to be a hunter, you have to be a hunted. And
Here, I got the rules.
Go ahead.
I got the rules.
Rule number 1. Each member is obliged to undertake 10 hunts. 5 as a hunter, 5 as a victim. Rule number 2. The hunter shall know all about his victim. Rule number 3. The victim shall not be told who his hunter is. Rule number 4. The winner of each separate hunt will win money.
Which basically saying that this is the earliest example of killing for entertainment before The Running Man, before...
On TV,
Yeah.
sponsors, I mean, government sanction.
Commercial deals.
Yes, yes. The whole 9 yards. So, like you like to say, there's nothing new in cinema. It's all been done.
And this was an Italian and French co-production.
That's correct.
And then it was released in Italy and it made its budget back. Then it was released in France, and so it did a little bit even better. And then it was released in the United States. And 1965. This is as weird as this movie is, and this is a weird movie. This is not something you're gonna sit down and go, oh yeah, just throw it on and not pay attention to. You're gonna have to watch this film. This is not for the passive.
You're going to want to watch this film, though, because that opening sequence is...
The opening sequence is actually surprisingly fun and funny and weird. And then when you actually get the payoff for that opening sequence, it's like, oh, we're going there. And yeah, they're going there in a big way.
And if you're familiar with Austin Powers, this is where the guns and the boobs comes from.
Yeah, yeah. What, The Spy That Shagged Me? Or The Spy Who Shagged Me?
No, it was the first one.
Are you ready, Boots? Start walking.
Okay, Ursula Andress is absolutely stunning in this film. No two ways about this. This is 3 years after she was in Dr. No as a Bond girl. But then to boot, this is the European flavor of this is so thick and so heavy, but it also falls into that groovy movie category.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah. So in our opening sequence, we have Ursula Andress. Mm-hmm. She's being chased by an Asian man. You don't know why because you're not familiar with the plot and shit.
Yeah.
So the cop sees him shooting, and he stops the Asian guy and hey, show me your ID and stuff. And he's like, oh, you're a hunter, okay.
Hold it, where you going?
I'm a hunter.
Where's your license? Let's see it. Go on.
And follows Ursula Andress into a club. And he goes into this club, and it's very, like I said, 60s groovy thing.
Yeah.
Everybody's sitting around.
For the very first time, New York is going to see the greatest, the most exciting show in history.
And then here comes Ursula Andress, all hot, in her silver outfit, doing a striptease thing. Asian guy doesn't know it's her because when she goes in, she's got black hair or brunette or whatever, dark hair. She takes the wig off, so now she's blonde. And she does a little dance and, smoking guns, kills the dude. And then we cut to Marcello, and he's at a horse event of some kind or another, and his victim is getting ready for his horse race. He's pretending like he's I guess like a porter or something like that. That's what they're called. People that take care of the horse. Whoever those people are
whatever
called.
they are, yeah.
Presents him the guy's boots, and the guy puts his boots on, clicks his heels, and boom. So if you're going to die with the boots on. But anyway, so the people are so impressed with Ursula Andress's kill at the club that Ming T is offering her a sponsorship.
Yeah.
DeWitt, Miss Meredith, president of the Ming Tea Company of San Francisco. Would you be at all interested in tying in your 10th hunt with a TV program?
And then here's the deal. Your next kill, we want you to kill this person at the Temple of Venus and then give your Ming Tea spot.
Yes, funny story. Ming T is the name of Michael Myers' band.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah, baby.
Yes.
Oh.
So when you see him doing, the BBC, that was actually the name of the band is Ming T. So
well,
just
obviously not to this movie then. I wonder if Ming T is with them. I wonder if that's an actual company or not, if that's fictional.
I have no idea. I'll throw that one to the production assistant. And we'll wait to find out. But
So anyways, then after Marcello blows up his dude, he gets approached by people as well.
Yeah.
To propose to you a great super publicity stunt for your product. And picture this, your pool and the crocodile and the killing of a beautiful girl.
And then shenanigans ensue.
I'm gonna say that visually this movie is stunning. Visually this movie will draw you in. Its limited color palette and its choice of shots. The cinematography is spectacularly good on this. The story meanders a lot. There is a lot of what I'm assuming is intended to be character development, but it feels kind of lame because Marcello is put out there as this world-weary guy, and he doesn't trust anybody, and he doesn't believe in love, and he doesn't believe in marriage. And
they give reasons why.
Oh.
Number one, he is in the middle of a divorce.
Carolyn, I present my wife, Lydia.
Ex-wife. You might have let me know.
Number two, he already has a high-maintenance girlfriend on top of it.
Know what I dreamed of? That you already got your annulment, but you didn't tell me.
And both of them are spending all of his money. So even though he's had like 5 or 6 successful hunts, he's flat broke because all them bitches are spending his money.
Looking for something?
Yes, my prize money.
Sorry, darling, I already spent it.
So there you go. And he's taking care of his parents, so I think are supposed to be deceased in this movie. I think they have like this thing like if people ain't supposed to live so long, or there's supposed to be some type of care. But they mentioned like he's not supposed to have them parents. They're not supposed to be there. He's hiding them for some reason.
Coffee, sure. Maybe she's a spy, huh?
Mom, she's no spy.
It's all right, Mama. So you're spying for the collection center of the age. I should have known.
I don't know the why. I do know that, like, apparently the hunt is something that was created specifically to prevent war and political upheaval.
Yeah, so fuck you, Hunger Games. This did it way first and way better.
I was going to say Hunger Games, The Running Man, Battle Royale. There's a bunch of movies that lifted this concept wholesale. Very few of them did it with this much style, but I will say this, as engaged as I was at the beginning of this movie, and I was fascinated by it, I was like drawn in, and then with the whole deal with Ming T and Ursula Andress and her and Marcello with their cat and mouse thing, and they're falling in love. It all takes so long to get going that this movie loses momentum about at the 2/3 point, and then like literally you have spoiler. You have like Ursula Andress. She sets him up. They have Ming T there. They have a whole big dance number, and Marcello is laughing and.
Drink Ming tea and you're really living.
Ursula Andress goes to shoot him.
Carolyn, what's the matter with her? Fire! Kill him, Carolyn. Go on, shoot. Fire.
And they're like, all right, great, you won, yay.
Cole! What happened to the body? How should I know? What do you mean?
Turns out that it
had
was
blanks
his
in the
gun,
gun.
and he had blanks in the gun.
You shouldn't try to kill a victim with his own gun. It might have blanks in it.
And then he goes to shoot her.
I'm very, very sorry.
The slogan.
The mistake I made was because I didn't drink a double dose of delicious Ming tea.
And turns out that she was wearing body armor.
She must have had a bulletproof dress on. Damn it, who could have imagined that?
Skin-colored armor. Carlo, this is your last hunt.
And then, I don't know, apparently they decide not to kill each other, but they're going to get married, and they get on a plane where every couple that gets on the plane is being married by a priest. And at the end of the movie, I interpret it as the priest shot them, but actually, according to what I read online, no, he shot flowers at them to celebrate their marriage. It sounded like a gunshot to me.
yeah, they let that open to interpretation. I didn't know how to think about that one either. But you're right. It does meander at times, and it does kind of drag a little bit. But overall, I can forgive that's to me a small sin.
It's not a reason not to watch this. I'm going to say that right now. I'm just going to say, but the first 2/3, like I said, it's so different and bizarre and well done, and it just really draws you in. But then as Marcello and Ursula Andress's relationship, just it's supposed to be cat and mouse, and it's supposed to be, I guess, cute and kind of sexy and funny.
I should go take a course in light erotics. But it's so depressing, especially the written part.
And it quits landing after a certain point. It's like, get on with it. Just do whatever it is you're going to do.
Yeah.
And they drag it out so long that you get bored waiting for it.
Yeah.
So the ending does make up for it. The ending is most definitely a great exclamation mark, a point. But they could have trimmed out about 5 minutes and sped this movie up a little bit, and it would have been better for it. I think the cinematographer and the director fell in love with all of their footage. Yeah. There's some weird shit in this movie.
Okay. Hang on before you get there real quick.
Production assistant has an answer for us.
Oh, for the Ming tea?
Yeah.
Yeah, so apparently, according to Suzanne Hoffs, who came up with the name, she got the name from when she was on a trip into the UK, and she says, "We got the name Ming tea from some very obscure 60s Italian movie."
There you go. So,
well, there you go.
So Ming tea, is it a real product?
No.
No? All right. There you go.
It's completely made up, and she took the name for her band.
All right. Fair enough.
Yeah. I agree with you. I think, like I said, it does meander a bit. And yeah, I think chopping a few minutes out here there would help. Or add a couple jokes or something like that. Do something with the dialogue, kind of spice up a little bit.
Yeah.
But anyways, go. You said some
I was
going to
say, there's the whole bit with the religious cult on the beach.
Yeah, the sundowners or sunsetters or something like that.
Something like that.
I think it's sundowners.
Yeah.
But then they have fights with the moon people.
Yes.
Go away, are you fanatic? Go home and take your sunset someplace else. Go away,
And the moon, they have like the big yellow plexiglass while they're doing their thing. And Marcello is apparently a priest to this group.
Yeah, something like that.
And then they're like raining tomatoes at them. And it's all like, what the fuck am I seeing here? What is this? What is going on? See, it's the stuff like that I wish that they had fleshed that out rather than just dropping us in the middle of it. Even if it was just Ursula Andress going, what the hell is this all about? What are you doing? It would have been nice to get a little bit of exposition.
They do give exposition. He talks about it with her.
So you really don't believe in what you're saying?
Sure, I do. I have to believe it. I'm paid 20% of the take. I was on television every night. Then everything was ruined by those damn moon-worshipping fanatics.
There was that, and then they go to the club, and they're both wearing brown. Ursula Andress is wearing a tan, like, wraparound kind of dress, and Marcello shows up. And I think they're supposed to have agreed that they're both giving up the hunt, that she's not going to try and kill him, that she just wants to meet him. And then she shows up with another guy. It's supposed to be a trap.
Yeah.
That whole scene took entirely too long to get to where it was going.
You're a yellow skunk, a coward, not worth stuffing.
I mean, it literally just went on and on and on. And you know, by the time anything actually came of that, I was just like, yeah, all right, let's wrap it up, people.
Be careful, Marcello. I've been looking at you two. You two are falling in love.
Other than what you described, and again, there are some small lulls in there. I think they do a good job of packing other stuff in there because you get to learn a lot about Marcello and like his backstory. Yeah, he comes off this cool, suave guy, but he's got some fucking issues.
Yeah.
Especially the marital issues and the money issues and all that stuff. I like that. I also like the propaganda that's piped in throughout the movie. Like all the time, it's like piped in, especially like in front of the ministry.
Only the big hunt can finally give the world a sense of security.
History confirms the validity of the big hunt theory. It is mankind's safety valve. If the big hunt had existed in 1940, Hitler would have certainly become a member.
Why have birth control when you can have death control? If you are suicidal, the big hunt has a special place for you.
Satire is hilarious.
Yes. Yeah, the satire is really good.
Biting satire too, and it is very in your face with a lot of it.
It's like RoboCop levels of satire.
Yes.
To shoot him. Put your gun away.
It's not permitted. What do you mean?
It's not permitted since the first of the month. We put up a big sign over the door. Find out about the rules before you go on a hunt.
In hospitals, it's not permitted to shoot. In restaurants, not permitted. In churches, not permitted. At the barbers, it's not permitted. In the orphanages, it's not permitted.
And that's the part that actually really fascinated me about this, because the first guy that Marcello kills at the horse races, he's dressed in a Nazi uniform, except for it doesn't have Nazi insignia on it.
Yeah.
And he's got a nickel-plated Mauser that he's got tucked into his boot, and he dies by clicking his heels together and then exploding, which I laughed out loud at that. I legitimately was like, okay, that was kind of hilarious. I would definitely recommend this one, but go in with some expectations. Just know that you know what, it's going to drag a little bit about that 2/3 mark, 3/4 mark. Power through to the end. The payoff is most definitely worth it on this. Ursula Andress is very charismatic. She's very charming. She's very hot.
Yes.
And this is one of those things that you can only do this with European cinema, Italian cinema specifically. This feels so much like a precursor to all of those 80s Italian films, the horror films specifically, in that they had the same sense of humor about it, and the satire, it lands the same way. But
I wish we had I'm sorry to cut you off, but I wish we had like a Paul Verhoeven now to do a remake of this film, because only he could do it properly.
Paul Verhoeven's still kicking, isn't he?
Is he?
Production assistant.
We got you busy today, man.
He's still alive.
There you go.
Somebody give Paul Verhoeven about 50, 75 million and let him redo this.
I don't know that you would need that kind of money, because everything that was done here, they shot in real locations. He could literally recycle those locations. The original movie was made, I think, on 650,000 lira. Mm-hmm. So not even dollars, so like 300,000 American
got another note.
In 1965. Was it
632 million lira?
Okay, there you go. 632 million lira,
which means equivalent to 30 million US dollars in 65.
So.
Oh, see,
no, wait, 100,000? It'd be 30.
632 million, not thousand.
No.
Yeah, you're way off that one.
US dollars.
Yeah.
It made 620 million lira worldwide.
Now I'm going to have to
Which
look
again means what? You
got
to convert this to us, man.
Exactly. I just know this.
I'll throw the dollar amounts up here. What do it cost and what it brought back?
I'm not sure what the exchange rate is from a lira to a dollar. I don't know if it's like 10 to 1 or 1 to 1.
But either way, I mean, anything that has any remote amount of action shot in a different location is going to require at least 50 million. At least. I mean, and why cheap minute? Why not give it the money it deserves?
I'm not saying don't give Paul Verhoeven money. I'm just saying I'm not exactly sure what you could make this for. But where are you going to find somebody as stunning as Ursula Andress today? She's just kind of classy. She's a very exotic looking beauty.
Yeah.
I can't think of a modern equivalent to her. I mean, there's a lot of attractive women floating around Hollywood and European cinema and blah blah blah. But I can't think of anybody that really falls into that same category as like Ursula Andress.
If you would have asked me that question about 3 years ago, I probably would have said Gal Gadot. But I don't know. I don't know.
Well, we did see her in Red Note, and that sucked.
Well, I mean, everybody sucked in that movie, and it wasn't the actor's fault.
I blame The Rock.
Fair enough. So you're recommending it?
I would most definitely recommend it. If you're a cinephile, if you can appreciate great cinematography or just really weird movies with biting satire, this is your jam here. There's something here. There's something very hypnotic and magnetic about this movie. It doesn't necessarily all land, but it's definitely worth your time.
Yeah. It's an absolute recommend because I recommend we do this. For me, it's a buy. I enjoy it that much. It's the birth of so many other films. It's got the DNA written all over it. And again, Ursula Andress is gorgeous.
Marcello is Marcello.
Yeah, he's Italian, he's suave, like us.
I'm here in Rome to make an inquiry on the sexual behavior of the Italian men.
Irina, my sexual behavior is my own affair.
Well, do you know there are 8 million unsatisfied women in America?
that. Yeah.
So that's what I got.
Anything? Nothing else?
No, that's what I have.
We will catch you next time.